Nation.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome into DNVR Buffs Primetime. Alton McCaskill in studio, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming down.
Very happy to be here.
It's great to have you, man. This is one we've wanted for a while. We talked with you like all the way back, I don't know, probably a little under a year ago.
Yeah.
And then we weren't able to make it work out. And we talked to you at Media Day, and we finally made it happen.
Yeah. This is very long overdue, like I just said earlier. I've been meaning to come up here, but I'm here. So, yeah, excited.
You made it happen, man.
Yeah, made it happen.
And you've been going live yourself, too.
Mm-hmm.
What's that been like, just going live, interacting with all the fans and stuff?
It's been nice. I mean, I like talking to people. I feel like I just like the reactions that I give people, like, and how excited they are to talk to me and just, like, want to know more. So, like, that's really what I just, like, do that for. And I feel like it feels really easy for me. So, like, when I talk to people about it, they're just like, yeah, like, you're a natural. And I'm just like, I feel like anybody should be able to do it, but like, I guess that's not a thing. So, yeah, I mean, it just feels really easy to me. I like doing it.
I was going to say, that's how you know it's natural for you if you're like, I think this is easy. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, that you can tell me if I'm wrong. This fan base for Colorado and Coach Prime and everything that goes on around it is different than really any fan base I've seen. Like, the way that these people support you guys is on a crazy level.
I agree 1,000%. First of all, thank y'all so much, Go Buffs, 100%. Yeah, the support here is extremely crazy. Like, you just feel it, like, from, like, probably even, like, the moment you post that you're taking a visit. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you just feel it. Like, you know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get support. And then, like, where I really felt it was the games. And it was just, like, every game. It just, like, it did not change no matter who we played, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Like, it did not change. Like, they were full out supporting, like, 100% throughout thick and thin. Like, it did not matter.
I feel like even the road games.
Yeah.
Like, when I was in the concourses at stadiums on the road, it was just like Buffs fans everywhere, facts. Shouting each other out. It was great.
Facts.
Well, yeah, like pregame, like there was Buffs fans would be packing out the stadium before like even the home team's fans would come in.
Yeah, that was even crazy to see as well. Like, and traveling all across the nation to even come support. So, yet again, thank y'all for that. So,
hell yeah.
Well, let's start off with this offseason. What's this offseason been like for you, man? How you feeling, too?
I feel great. I mean, so I'm coming up to, like, 2 years off of my surgery. And they say that that's kind of like the time when you feel, like, truly yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, there's different people like Adrian Peterson who came back and did what they did in, like, 8 months. And, you know, he's him. But, you know, like statistically they say that like around 2 years is when you come back and you're feeling like yourself, and that's definitely where I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling like how I know I can feel, and how I'm moving like how I know I can move. I'm thinking like how I know I can move. So and I'm training really well. I'm getting stronger. I feel like I'm getting better every day in the weight room. And as far as condition, I've always been a pretty conditioned athlete, but as far as just like the workouts and me just moving laterally, like, I feel pretty good. Like, yeah.
When you're in that process, is it hard to like look at like Adrian Peterson and be like, oh, I think I could do that? Like, I'll be fine when he was fine.
I mean, I feel like you asked me that 2 months out of my surgery, I would have been like, I'm about to be just like him, of course. Like, but now it's like you have to learn. Comparison is the thief of joy. Like, you really, like, during the ACL surgeries, you cannot compare yourself to other people. Like, it's truly a different process for everyone. And you just kind of have to, like, take it for what it is on your own. Like, you can't really compare it to anybody else. Like, Adrian Peterson's Adrian Peterson. Yeah. He's completely different bone structure and DNA than me, so I couldn't compare. Great. I love what he did. I want to do what he did on the, you know what I'm saying, on the back end. Like, you know what I'm saying, I still want to do what he did on the back end. So, just, you know, same result, but a different route.
And I feel like even though you don't want to compare yourself to anyone, like you might have to just look at all of the other successful players. Like, you know, the one I brought up when we were talking about you the other day is Jamal Murray. Obviously different sport, but like dude tore his ACL, missed the entire next season, then missed the beginning of the next season, and then wins the NBA Finals that year.
Right. I mean, yeah. There's probably, not even probably, there's a bunch of other people who's probably done the same exact thing, and Jamal Murray is just one of them. I mean, even just going through the ACL process, like I've talked to Terrell Owens. I didn't even know that he has tore his ACL before, and like being around him, I got to get some knowledge off of him, and he told me about some workouts and things that he would do, and to get to gaining his confidence back and playing the way he wanted to, and just like I didn't even know that he tore his ACL. I had no clue. So like I don't know, like you kind of see like a lot of people say that like this is the best thing that could have ever happened to him. In a way, like it kind of is. It's kind of weird that I'm saying that now, but like yeah, it really is. I've learned a lot from a lot of different people and in a lot of different situations. So
I feel like that's the goal of anything, right?
Yeah.
Find the good in it.
Yeah,
definitely.
And, come out on the other side better. I want to ask about the decision to redshirt last year and just kind of what went into that, and maybe how hard or what that decision was like for you.
It was just a decision I thought about. First of all, I had to take it up with the man above, and I just had to remove myself from the situation and really like had to look at myself from someone else's perspective, in this instance like the coach, and I had to really think like, if I really was 100% healthy, moving the way that they know that I can move and I've put on tape, and I would be out there, and they would trust me to be out there, and I'm a strong believer in putting the best guy out there, and I had to come to real terms with myself, like, that just wasn't you, like, you know what I'm saying, like that wasn't what you were portraying out there, and no matter how I felt internally, I had to really remove myself from that situation and just look at it, like I had to put it in God's hands, and eventually I had to trust my coaches as well too. And I just went ahead and redshirted and know that I could come back for next season, and I still have years left, and be stronger and better than ever.
You showed that you could play that freshman year at Houston. What was it, 19 touchdowns? How many did you have that year?
18.
18? That was almost more than we had in 2022 that year before. So, you showed you could play, but what was it like when you were on the field last year, getting those carries, really kind of testing yourself out at that point?
I felt pretty good. In certain ways, you want to get into your groove, but I just think in situational terms with just how the games were going and like the swing of things, I just wasn't my opportunity, and with the opportunities that I did get, I just didn't maximize them as much as I could have. Like, you know what I mean? I got to go out there and I can't go drop the pass. I got to go out there and I got to go pop that run. I got to make that safety miss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Things that I know I could do, I wasn't doing. So, yeah.
I feel like it must have been I think it's a very mature decision that you made, because
for sure
I remember watching the clips from like spring or from the fall camp when you're like trying to get the yellow jersey off, and like
yeah.
you really wanted to play. You're playing a game you love, and I loved seeing that from you. But then at the same time, like you making that realization and deciding to take a step back and just continue with your recovery, I felt like it took a lot of maturity. Mm-hmm. Do you I guess, is that part of kind of some of the lessons that you learned along the way during this recovery? Yeah,
definitely. Like, I'm trying to think of like my mom. So my mom says it. My mom said it. I cannot think of the quote exactly. I'm gonna probably have to come back on it, but yeah, that's definitely one of the lessons. You just have to definitely have to remove, like, you have to learn how to remove yourself from situations. Like, you can't be all about you at all. Mm-hmm. Like, it can't. And that's just kind of just who I am. That's kind of how I've been raised to be. And that's kind of just how I applied to this process with everything. And it's all so new, it's all so raw and different. And I just take it day by day, take it with a grain of salt.
I'm going to bring her up because you did. I was going to say we could just ask her because you brought your mom with you here.
Definitely could, but looks like she's grubbing.
Clearly she means a lot to you.
Yeah, extremely.
Can you speak on that?
Me and my mom, I have a mom and I have a little brother and a little sister as well too. They actually stay out here, and she just is my number one supporter. I mean, she is my rock, without a doubt. She loves me, without a doubt. I do not forget that, not 1 second of my day. And she does a lot for me. She does a lot for me, more than a lot of moms. I mean, I'm sorry, not more than a lot of moms, but more than just what a lot of people in this situation probably would. She sacrifices a lot, and I'm very, very, very appreciative of her.
Well, I mean, moms are the best.
Extremely.
Straight up.
Goats.
Very. Very.
And I'm glad she came down with you. I'm glad we got to meet her, and it's just it's cool. It's special to have that kind of support in your corner. You know, coming out here to Colorado to be there and be that rock for you.
When you posted your commitment, you were like on top of on the mountains, right? When you posted that. So what was your impression when you guys came out to Colorado? Was it the first time you've been out here?
Yeah, and it was great. I mean, I committed on the spot, so it was just a great experience. I mean, I liked everything about it. It was so pretty. The vibes at the facility was just like no other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just loved being around who I was around, and it just felt like this is where I wanted to be. I prayed on it as well, and I made my decision.
We're happy
Didn't
you're
look
a
back.
Buff.
Yes, I'm very happy. I'm a Buff too.
All right, we're here with Alton McCaskill. I want to ask you some more questions about this year's team, but first a word from our friends over at Breckenridge Brewery. Breckenridge Brewery is the best in the business. Been doing it for 34 years. They got a beer for any occasion. Come hang out with us down here at the DNVR bar. Try some of our favorites. The Avalanche Amber Ale, the beer of the month. It's almost Mountain Beach sour season, my favorite time of the year. But they've got a beer for any occasion. You can find them wherever you are using their beer locator at www.breckbrew.com.
Also, shout out to Illegal Pete's. When I got here today, Alyssa was eating Illegal Pete's, and I was incredibly jealous. Best burritos in town. The steak and queso burrito goes crazy. I go reverse nachos. Anything you get over at Illegal Pete's is going to hit. It is not quite patio season today, but it has been patio season a couple days recently. They got the best patios, margaritas, have a beer out there, have some delicious Mexican food. Hit up our friends over at Illegal Pete's.
So a thing that we've talked about with a lot of the players that have come in this year is just watching you guys, on the videos and all that. It seems like team bonding has just been taken to another level this off season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious your opinion on the whole process, especially, last year. Everyone's just coming in from all over the place, but you guys seem like more of a team now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's kind of just what it was. I mean, time is what we'll always tell, and that's just kind of just felt like what we all needed was time. Everybody's gelling together pretty well. The offense and the defense, like the O-line and the D-line, like the running backs and the linebackers. I feel like everybody that is doing a pretty good job gelling together, and that's what you want to see in a team, definitely.
I noticed, and I'm sure you did too, everyone did, no new running backs added in the portal this year. You guys did add a freshman. But from my perspective, I feel like it was a real vote of confidence in you. And, the way this coaching staff views your future, that they didn't go out and seek out more running backs through the portal this year. Do you take it that way as well?
I guess you can say that. I mean, I'm very... Like I said, I'm a very strong believer in putting the best guys out there. So I guess I'm very honored to have them feel like, like their room is enough and that they're good. Shout out to all the running backs. First of all, Micah is a beast. Savion is a beast. Charlie's a beast. Dylan is an absolute beast. He's going to have a breakout year. So Yeah, like I'm just very happy to even be a part of a room like that, honestly, and I'm excited to see what we'll do this year.
I definitely call you a fan favorite just amongst this fan base. People love talking about you, but Micah Welch is a guy, I mean, hasn't even played a game yet, but he has already become loved by this fan base. What can you tell us about him and just his work ethic, really?
I mean, you see it. You spoke on it already. I mean, I didn't even have to say it. His work ethic is different. He's like, you know what I'm saying? You can see it in his eyes when he's working out. I mean, you got to feed off of it, honestly. Like, he's a beast. You know what I mean? He attacks it. Every day he attacks everything. So, shout out to him. He's a great kid as well, too. Very mature for his age. Handles his business, and we will definitely see great things from him.
We were talking to Cam last week, and one of the things he said is like a lot of these new guys are just like put your head down and work kind of guys. I feel like Micah's in that group. Easily.
Yeah, you can definitely put him in that group.
I'll ask you about Charlie, but I mean, you guys did that commercial, that almonds commercial.
Yeah.
What was that like? Kind of going through that experience.
That was pretty fun. That was funny as well too.
Yeah.
There were some other guys out from the team. They were like running in the back or whatever. So it was a few of us that was there, and that was pretty fun. So, but yeah, me and Charlie, we had, I keep saying fun, but we had a lot of fun doing that. We had one part where they had us like, we were like, you know, we were reaching for like but we were really like on a resistance band. So like we were kind of like actually reaching, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we're kind of like really like, you know what I'm saying? That face I was making was my bad. That face I was making wasn't acting. It was really me like straining to get there. So yeah, it was overall, like I said, just fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
An experience that I definitely will not take for granted.
Please excuse the hooligans.
Yeah, that's all good.
Leeds United hooligans downstairs. They just took a 1-0 lead. That's great, though. I mean, I love that you guys were the ones that ended up in that commercial. And how was it working with Coach Prime on that?
Oh, yeah, that was also an experience, too, just to see how he operates. Like, it was kind of just like, to see how like he operates on a commercial, like kind of like professional, on a like way different. You know, I'm seeing him outside of like a coach,
right?
And now stepping into more like just a professional role and like how he carried himself. It was very cool to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely took a lot of notes from how like he carried himself throughout that, and like yet again, very fun and a very great experience.
I think you're the first running back we've really like gotten to sit down and talk to. So I don't think we've
talked to Dylan.
Well, that's true. We did talk to Dylan. But what's it been like playing under Coach Flea? Like, what can you tell us about him, his process of just trying to bring you guys all together?
I mean, he definitely has brought us all together. I feel like he's a really good coach. He's not really like the hard-nosed coach. He's very laid back, but he has a standard. He sets it, and, you know, we respect it. And like I said, we got a good group of guys in there who go about that, who go about that every day. And we carry ourselves just like that. And, I mean, yeah, he's a great coach. I've learned a lot from him, and I'm very excited to showcase what he has taught me and what we will do for this year.
This is a kind of opening up to a larger conversation, but the running back position is such an interesting one to me because I think running back and linebacker are very similar in terms of like NFL teams. There's this debate on whether or not the value of the position, but you look in the playoffs and you look at the teams that are going the furthest. What do they always have? They have great running backs, great running game, and great linebackers on the other side.
Yeah.
And I find it so interesting that even with that knowledge, we still have running backs getting so underpaid in the NFL.
Yeah. It's I mean, yeah, it's a hard thing to even just speak about, and like, because you kind of can't really, you know what I'm saying, necessarily do too much about it as of now, but make yourself more valuable as a running back. I mean, you got to be now. It's just kind of like putting a lot of pressure on a running back to be as valuable. Like, you have to learn how to run routes. You have to catch, you know what I'm saying? You have to pass block. You cannot just think that you can take handoffs and be good.
Yeah.
you got to get on special teams. You have to make yourself more valuable now as a running back to be a part of this game. So, I mean, yeah, like that's just kind of just how it is. I mean, kind of got to adjust for right now until. I mean, I would love to be that running back who would come to the league and put that new value on running backs and definitely, get another highest contract and really, set that bar again. But I guess time will tell, and we'll just see.
I mean, you look at teams like the 49ers, and they've got linebackers back there that are flying to the football, and then you got probably the best running back in the league, in Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, literally.
So, I mean, it is a weird conversation, the positional value, because – like you said, at the end of the day, that's kind of what wins you football games. That's controlling the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it skews the scale. I don't know. There are some running backs that are, always going to demand that. Like Christian McCaffrey has a huge contract. Mm-hmm. But I think that teams get confused and think that, these positions aren't valuable instead of, it's not as valuable or whatever. Like, if you're going to be great in those parts of the game, you're going to win football games.
Right.
And I guess we can bring that back to the Buffs. Is like, running game obviously wasn't where you guys wanted it last year. What do you see in this year's team that makes you think that'll be different?
Well, definitely a running game. We'll definitely have a more diverse run game as well too. Coach Shermer. Shout out Coach Shermer. He's definitely installed some great things in that run game for sure, and I'm very excited to be a part of it and just show my creativity with it. And
Is there like a run scheme that when it gets called in the huddle, you're like, oh, here we go. This is the one.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like I definitely have my favorite runs.
What is it?
It's called duo. If anybody knows what that is, it's no power pull play. That's just one of my favorite plays that I got introduced to that in high school. And my coaches broke that down to me, and I got a great understanding of what it was. And I love that play, honestly. And then we took it I ran it in Houston as well, too. So it fits me as well.
Yeah, that's
kind of a dominance play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're executing that play at a high level, that's the defense's will type of play.
Yeah, I like that play. That's
and you also kind of get to make your reads and cut completely backside on a play like that.
You can be very patient with it.
Yeah,
and that's what that's my style of how I run, kind of with some patience. So yeah.
Le'Veon Bell, is that an influence?
I mean, I wouldn't say it if it hadn't already been said about me. So yeah, you can say that definitely. I watch a lot of running backs though. I feel like the one I would love to compare myself to is Eric Dickerson. I would just like the way that he scores touchdowns. I mean, you turn his clips on, it's no wasted movements. It's all it's like a track race. It's like you're just running straight, makes one cut. It's just just scoring. It just looks so easy. So that's how I like to score, honestly. Untouched. I don't have to look like I'm trying a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just kind of running, looking like the fastest guy out there.
I love that.
So you mentioned Eric Dickerson. Give me 4 more. Your top 5 running backs.
Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Adrian Peterson. Is that 3?
Yeah.
Just 3. One more.
Marshall Faulk.
All right. Nice.
I love it. I'll throw in Terrell Davis, as a Broncos fan. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Great cutback runner.
Shout out Clayton Portis.
Yeah. Honestly, though, that patience, a lot of those great running backs that you mentioned, that's a big thing, that being able to feel the run rather than just grab the ball and start sprinting. Is that, I guess, when you're in a play, how are you processing what's happening in front of you?
I mean, repetition of it is very important. Doing it, practicing it, and knowing, just getting a really good feel for it before you actually just display it is very important. Trying it out in practice, trying it out even when we just go through handoffs with the quarterbacks, just making sure that I'm taking as many reps to do that as possible and applying that to my game whenever.
Yeah.
When you're in the midst of a 18 touchdown season as a freshman, did you realize what was happening? Did you realize how ridiculous that was while it was happening?
No, honestly, I honestly really didn't. I mean, I just always felt like Like, I don't know. Like, I think I just said this earlier. Like, it just felt normal to me. Like, it never felt like anything that wasn't out of my, like, reach. Like, I seen myself going to college and playing, and if I played, I'm scoring touchdowns. Like, it's kind of just how I seen it happen, and then that's kind of just what happened.
Love that.
Obviously, it's a hard game, and playing at this level is difficult. But was there a part of you at that time that was like, this isn't so hard after all?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's definitely been moments where it's like, all right, like, okay. But then, you know, I'll have my moment. So, you know, I'll take my moments for my moments. And, yeah, I'd always remind myself that I'm supposed to be here. And, you know, I'm good for this.
I love it.
I mean, rebuilt offensive line this offseason, and they brought in a guy from Houston, Tyler Johnson. What can you tell us about him, you know, playing with him previously over there?
So, yeah, if y'all don't know, I played with him in high school as well, too, back in Oak Ridge. Beast. Just a beast. Always been a hard worker in the weight room, on, off the field. I mean, great guy. Like, he's what you want on an O-line. Like, he's built like he was supposed to play O-line as well, too. So, yeah, love that guy. Shout out to him as well.
I might derail us a little bit here, but I don't care. When we had Shedeur on, one of the things he said that he likes about what we do is, like, the word he uses, like, safe space. He's like, you guys create a safe space for players to come on and talk about what they want about, share their story. So rather than us driving the conversation, I want to see, is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything you like to talk about? What, you know, where would you like to take us?
Oh, wow. I was not.
I put you on the spot.
I'm not sure. I guess we could just talk about
music, fashion.
I mean, yeah. I guess we can talk about.
Yeah, what do you like to do outside of football?
I like to cook.
Big cooking guy, huh?
I'm starting to get really. Well, now I'm starting. I've been a cook, but I'm starting to, like, really, like, tap into it and, like, really try to, like, expand and, like, try out different things. So I like to cook. Probably like a lot of people, I like to play video games as well. And
what kind of video games?
Madden, 2K, sadly. Not Fortnite, Jesus, no. Not Fortnite anymore, at least. Call of Duty, and I just started playing Helldivers.
Hell yeah, I've been playing that too,
yeah,
bro.
Helldivers is pretty. It's a nice game. I like that.
What is it?
It's like a co-op shooter game. It's like, I don't know, you're like fighting for democracy
You
to save the world from aliens and robots and stuff. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I
don't even,
only play Madden.
You only play Madden?
That's all he plays. He's not a real
literally
gamer.
the only game on my
He's
Xbox.
not a real gamer.
I sweat. That's what it sounds like to me. If you strictly only play Madden, yeah, I don't want to play you.
You said it, not me.
I don't want to play. No.
When you play Madden, are you like 70-30 run?
No, I actually like throwing the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually like throwing the ball a lot. I actually that's probably where I get beat. I don't suck, but, like, I'm not the best at Madden. I'll go ahead and say I'm not the absolute best, but, like, where I catch myself getting beat a lot in these games is just where I'm trying to just overly throw the ball.
Yep.
Now, yeah, it can get bad sometimes.
I guess, can we break some news here? Are you in the game? Are you in for NCAA?
Yeah, I guess I should be. Yeah, I did do everything to submit.
All right.
So, yeah, I should be in the game.
Let's go.
I think I'm just waiting on, like, the little feedback from EA, but, yeah, I should be in the game.
Did you have any thoughts about not opting in to that at all?
No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. I would definitely, easily wanted to be in the game. Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Did you ever play the previous game, like NCAA 14?
Oh, yeah. I had that on my PlayStation 3. And I remember I was playing with RG3 on there. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
They had all those legends in that one. I remember Barry Sanders was OP in that game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just running circles around people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best. That will be the second game on my Xbox.
You're moving up in the world,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Let's go to cooking, though. What's your, like, go-to dish?
I like
cook?
pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta is what I really like to cook.
All right, so you're having someone over for a date. You're
Okay.
cooking pasta. Take us through the dish.
Probably just gonna make some type of. I'd make probably like a chicken parm.
Yes.
Let's go.
A chicken parm.
That's what I made Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely go with like that. That sounds actually really good today.
You going spaghetti on the side, or what's pasta are we going?
Yeah, definitely just spaghetti. Let's see. I'll get some 4 cheese Prego. Throw that in. Well, cook it, get it, heat it up. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but heat it up and whatnot. Cook it, season it. Put the spaghetti down first. What I did last time, actually, double fried my I double fried my chicken. So that was actually really good. And then I put the chicken in the oven with some more marinara sauce and cheese on top. Then I put that on top of the spaghetti with the marinara sauce.
Yes, sir.
Traditionalist. Love it, man.
Taking
Just
the
great.
extra steps, too. Putting it in the oven.
Yeah, just great.
Double
Yeah.
batter, all that.
See, I'll get lazy when I'm melting the cheese, and I'll just put it in the pan and cover it.
Yeah, no, see me, I got to go there, and I'm a big presentation guy and everything too, so I got to fully go there. Yeah.
You're a Texas boy. Is barbecue something that you've tried doing at all?
Oh yeah.
Smoking meat? Yeah.
Smoke, yeah, that is so good.
Uh-huh.
So good down here. Very good barbecue. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had a really
What's
good
your
time
favorite
on it.
smoked meat of barbecue? Like the one dish of barbecue that's to die for.
Brisket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brisket, 100%. And a good rib, but it has to be a really good one, falling off the bone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever tried making a brisket?
No, I actually have not tried
It's-
making a brisket.
It's a process. It's
I'm
a
sure
science.
it is. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easier than it seems. A lot of it is just waiting and chilling, waiting for it to get to temp.
Waiting
So,
and
yeah.
chilling. Yeah.
My dad's that's his passion.
Yeah.
He's always trying to get me when 4th of July, he's trying to show me all the tips and tricks. He's like, gotta wrap it this way. Gotta try and get the crust and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And I just love seeing him get so hyped about it. He's now got an app. He's connecting wires into the brisket. He's got an app on his phone.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, we're 4 degrees more. We're
Yeah.
ready. I'm like, all right, man.
My dad
wow.
does the same thing. My dad's he's a pit master himself, man. He's got 5 smokers and stuff. So
Oh, it's real.
he's all into it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who was the cook in your house growing up?
Mom,
Okay.
easily, of course.
What are the go-to dishes?
There's been a few. My mom can easily make probably the best spaghetti anyone. Of course, the best. Like I said, probably that's where I get the pasta from.
Yeah.
She's really good at any pastas. Like I said, I just mentioned the chicken parm. She's really good at making those. I don't know why I can't think of no pastas right now, but any pasta that she's really good at expanding and throwing her own throwing her own things. And she's made a dish called she just made it again actually called this isn't pasta, but it's called shrimp. I'm sorry. Cucumber and carrot tacos.
Oh,
Interesting.
Zucchini, cucumber, and carrot tacos.
All right.
I'm sorry. Great. Very great tacos. Very great.
dang.
Yeah.
That takes skill.
It's
Yeah.
different. It's
When you're-
different. So
yeah.
yeah, she's really good at stepping outside her box and just introducing to different things. She makes a really great Cajun pasta. Oh my God, so good. And yeah.
Cajun
All right.
pasta hits. I mean, the vegetarian, vegan style cooking. If you can make that stuff,
Oh,
hit,
yeah.
that takes skill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She definitely can. She definitely can. She's made that into a spaghetti as well too. Great spaghetti as well too. Yeah, she's
Love
really
it.
good at doing stuff like that.
You
Love
got someone to learn from then. Huh?
Easily, yeah.
All right, chat, get your questions in for Alton. We'll get to them very shortly. First, a word from our friends over at FOCO, the leading manufacturer of sports and entertainment merchandise with a product line that includes everything: apparel, toys, novelty items, overalls, whatever it is. If you're a sports fan and you want the cool, I guess, little unconventional type of stuff, hit up our friends at FOCO. They've got our back for Colorado sports, and they have yours too. They got plenty of other teams also on their site. Get the best gear around by using the link in our description. For all non-presale items, use the promo code DNVR10 for 10% off.
Also, a huge shout out to Fubo TV. Just another ho-hum win for the Nuggets last night. Easy work.
How about those Buffs?
And the Buffs. Big win for the Buffs.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to have Fubo TV if you want to watch those teams, especially as we're going into the tournament here. Make sure you have your Fubo TV hooked up to watch the NCAA tournament, the conference tournaments, and like I mentioned, Nuggets and Avs, best way to watch them here in town. It's a fun time to be a sports fan in Colorado. Make sure you have Fubo TV guiding you through.
You a big basketball, hockey fan? Any other sports outside of football that you follow?
Yeah, I definitely follow baskeball. That's probably pretty much it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not super duper into it, but I definitely follow it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have since I was a kid.
Who's your favorite NBA player of all time?
Oh, LeBron.
We get that answer from almost every player on the team.
As we should. I'm glad that's a thing. Yeah, I'm actually glad that's a thing. I'm a part of a good team then.
Let's go.
We're on the right people.
I won't go on my Jokic tirade. Save that for
man.
another day.
Playing in the Big 12. What do you think about that? I mean, Houston's back in the conference. I know that you guys don't play this year, but maybe next year if you choose to stick around. But what are your thoughts on being in the Big 12?
Competition, I love it. Big games, every game. It's high stakes. High stakes. It's very hard to win every game in that. It's not impossible at all. That's why you have the team like Kansas, not Kansas, TCU that lost in the championship. But like everybody's like, well, dang, it's kind of hard to even go undefeated in the Big 12, and then you know what I'm saying, they're right there, and then to lose, you gotta, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's tough. The Big 12 is tough, and every game's big, and that's how we're gonna treat it. I mean, I feel like I'm used to being in that environment, and I'll be ready.
With all due respect to the Pac-12, you having played at Houston, like, that's football country. The Big 12 isn't football country. Like, football is just on a different level in those states. I think it's great for the Buffs to be back in that kind of that area. Like,
yeah, definitely.
What was it like for you just playing football in Texas?
I mean, it's the biggest. It's the main thing down there. It's literally the main thing. Like everything that you hear about it and how big it is, it's that. Probably more than what you would expect, honestly. Yeah, it's where you want to be to play football at, honestly. If you want to play on a big stage and around some great athletes, that's where you want to be at.
So where'd you play at high school again?
Oak Ridge High School.
So give us a little background on that. How big of a school? How many people were coming to the games?
6A high school. We had a stadium that probably about, I'm just gonna say like 20,000 people, maybe. Like
that's crazy.
I don't know, is that a lot?
That's a lot. That's
bro.
a lot.
Dang, hold on. I'm gonna have to fact check it because maybe I'm.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying that's crazy for Texas.
I mean, it is a lot of. It was a big stadium. I have to say it was a pretty big stadium. Somebody's gonna have to check that.
Always sold out though.
For the most part, yeah. Our games were always pretty packed out, especially our rival games. They were always pretty packed out. Definitely experienced playing there. Loved it. Enjoyed every moment playing at Oak Ridge.
Let's go. Do you have anything else for Alton before we go to chat?
No. I think we're ready for the people. They are chomping at the bit to talk to Alton.
Yeah, I know. You got a lot of fans. All right, here we go. What do we got?
Someone said they're not liking the stream until we ask Alton his question.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's like, dang, all right, we'll get to it. Speaking of likes, we'll get to all the questions right now, but also hit us with a like on the way out. Or I shouldn't say on the way out. As we get into questions here, hit us with a like.
BP's first up. Alton, what do you see for the spring game? Have you heard anything about what Coach Prime is planning for the spring game?
It should be pretty exciting. I think he said it'll be lots of events around that time too. So I'm excited for it. I've never played in a spring game, so. Yeah, like I said, pretty excited to go out there and just showcase people where I'm at. I'm extremely confident in our team. We look really good. We look very competitive out there. And yeah.
That's crazy that you haven't played in a spring game. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, I've never played in a spring game.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Who's next? Kamada. With you being part of the Big 12, how will traveling across all the time zones affect your play and academics? How do you plan to keep up? Do you think about that at all when it comes to that?
Not really, honestly. You kind of just have to be good at time managing. Gotta just be ready for it. You gotta be flexible in this sport, physically, mentally. So just gotta be ready for it, honestly, and just plan ahead.
Yeah.
I tried to look up the stadium capacity, but I couldn't find it.
Conroe ISD Stadium.
All right, I'll try again.
He's back on
Sorry.
it. Big Teasy with the super sticker. Today we've got a hippo character, head popping out of the water, surrounded by his hippo squad. I like that. Still haven't seen any of these actually, but I can only imagine.
Shenandoah, Texas.
Yeah, like
10,000. Which
10,000.
is still,
that's still a ton.
That's
insane, dude.
Yeah.
That was honestly gonna be my first summer, but I had to really think like, all right, maybe it was bigger, but yeah. Is that a lot of people though? That's still a lot.
Oh, bro, I had like maybe 500 to 1,000 people in high school.
I was gonna say,
okay.
I think my high school stadium, which was in Boulder, was like 1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even have 6A in Colorado. 5A is the highest it goes.
Yeah. So yeah, stadium's pretty big, man.
That's crazy.
Strib says, happy birthday, Arcade. 255 days until Tucson. I'll buy you a drink. We'll harass the band, and you can tell me the Vegas steakhouse story. Caleb says hi.
Let's go. Legendary. Yes. 32 tomorrow. Kind of crazy. But appreciate the shout out.
Happy early.
Thank you, brother.
BP again. And what's your degree in and your thoughts on sports medicine after all this?
Sports medicine is definitely not a bad thing to get into at all, but I major in ethnic studies right now. Yeah, sports medicine does not sound bad. Just probably not my thing. I don't think I'm big on like being in the health world of everything. I have a weak stomach for that kind of stuff. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I don't think that would be it. Maybe like sports psychology. That's kind of maybe would be more of my niche, but yeah.
Plus, sports medicine means you have to do pre-med.
Oh, yeah. It's a
sounds
whole
like a lot.
process. You'll be in school for a while.
Yeah, school for a good minute.
What do you want to do with your degree in ethnic studies?
I'm not 1,000% sure right now. I feel like I still definitely have time just to like get it all figured out. But yeah.
All right. Wait and see then, huh?
Got a long NFL career to mull it over.
That's true, yeah. Kamada again. With the new offensive line, what are your expectations for total yards that you'll have this year?
God willing, over 1,000. I think anybody back there, first of all, can go get over 1,000 if they're getting the appropriate carries for 1,000 yards for sure. Yeah, so I think that's capable for sure. I mean, and however many touchdowns, easily 15 plus, and that's just if we're doing it how we're supposed to be doing it. I mean, I think that's the bare minimum.
Let's go.
Just saying the other day, like, well, we were talking about your ability to run in the red zone.
Yes.
Which really stood out to us when watching you at Houston. Like, then we were just saying, like, that's the mark of a great team. If you can run the ball inside the 10-yard line, like, that's how you dominate teams.
Yeah, definitely. And, like, I can pop runs, too, like, from, like, I can pop runs, but, like, I don't know. I feel like our offense at Houston was just a little different. It would be like, all right, if I didn't pop the run, then we'd have a talented receiver take the ball all the way down to, to the red zone. And then that's when I'm like, all right, yeah, I got to come in and definitely go score before it's not my touchdown anymore. So, trust me, I definitely do have the capability of popping more than just red zone runs, and I'm definitely so anxious to just showcase my speed and yeah.
We're anxious to see you, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, though, that, like, once you get down there and you can see that goal line and feel it, that you just, like, I don't know, you have, like, a different edge to get there?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's like once you see it, it's like green grass, and it's just like tunnel vision. It's just everything just opens up, and you're just like, I'm getting there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing right now is probably going to stop me from getting there. So, let's go.
I love it. One last thing about that is, when we watched you at Houston, you were like a really good goal line back, just picking your way through holes and all that. Was that something that you've always been good at, or is that something that kind of came along?
I mean, it's 1 yard.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I love that answer.
So,
let's go.
yeah, I mean, feel like I'm good for a yard. It's my mentality going into it. I better get it. Now, I have been stuffed. I didn't like it.
Right.
But it happens, you know what I mean? It happens to everybody. There's not a running back who hasn't been stuffed. So, yeah, it's 1 yard. So that's kind of how I look at it. I'm like, I should be able to get 1 yard. I can fall for 5. So I should be able to go get 1 and get in there, if anything.
I love that. Big Teasy with the super chat. For my brother, you're big on fashion. Are you planning a clothing line? Have you talked with Bucky about it? Go Buffs.
No, I haven't talked with any clothing line plans with Bucky, but I am pretty, I would say I'm pretty big on fashion. I need to start, like, showing that more. I just need to start taking more pictures. But, yeah, I definitely do like clothes for sure. I'm definitely, like, stepping into more of a style for myself. And, yeah, I feel like I should definitely step more into that, like, that light, definitely, and see what that area has to offer.
You talked before that you and Arden have a great relationship. Is that something that you guys
to
talk about?
That is, it's definitely something that we talk about. Like, a lot of times when we talk, we definitely talk about clothes. And he actually just gave me a website to buy some clothes off of. He always has nice clothes on as well, too. So I'm always asking him where his, like, hoodie or something is from. And, yeah.
He came in here all dressed up, man.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Sure
ready
did.
to go.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
You got a fit off for sure.
Yeah.
MLN, we already kind of talked about this, but reuniting with Tyler Johnson here at CU, just what's it been like hanging out with him again?
Pretty good. I mean, pretty normal.
Yeah.
Like, hasn't felt any different from. He's a good person. Been raised right. I mean, I've been his parents, and just a good dude.
Yeah.
He's who you want around, for sure.
Did he hit you up, like, when he was going through the portal process about you being at CU?
I mean, yeah, definitely. We talked briefly about it. I just told him it'd be,
Yeah.
like I said, who would not want, you know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't want that, like, for sure. So, I spoke with him on his visit. We had a good conversation then, and he's there now.
He's a Buff.
Mm-hmm.
Chidozie, too.
Yep, Chidozie as well, too.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Block bully.
Dude's crazy.
Crazy. I would agree.
Ivan, what's your favorite part of Colorado thus far, Alton, and what do you think of the game day experience at Folsom Field?
I would probably say that's probably one of the best, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things about Colorado, honestly, is that game day experience. That's like no other.
It's different, huh?
It's different. It's so different. It's such a good experience. It's great being around people who just really, like, want to be there for you and, like, support you no matter what. It's different. And, like, yeah, it's even just different. Like, even when I was going through my when I wasn't playing as much, like, I still had people, like, want to take pictures with me, and it was just like, yeah, it was a lot of love. I love the love.
I know you guys get fed very well at the
shout out chef
at the facility, but have you found any restaurants that you like around Boulder?
Saucy Southern.
Oh yeah.
Really good restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Really good.
You said
restaurant.
good ribs. They got that down.
Yeah, definitely.
That mac
really
and
good.
cheese, though, man.
Really, really good. I would.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a rec because you said you like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Real close to the facility down there.
Oh, Pasta J's?
No.
Oh, no.
Shout out Pasta J.
Shout out
Great
Pasta
supporter
J's.
of the
Shout
program.
out Pasta J's.
But it's called Il Pastaio.
Okay.
It's right next to like King Supers and that little lot where there's like a Jamba Juice and Starbucks right on Arapahoe and like 30th.
Okay, I've seen it.
Tiny little spot.
Yeah, it has to be really tiny because I know where that Jamba Juice is at.
Yeah, it's right next to the Jamba Juice. Handmade pasta, unreal.
We'll definitely have to try that out. I need to find a good restaurant down there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kamada with another question. Do you prefer running on grass or turf? And do you have a special touchdown celebration?
I like grass, softer.
Yeah.
I mean, turf is okay as well too. You definitely. I feel like you make really good sharper cuts on turf. But turf can be just so wishy-washy. Like you have good turf and you for sure have bad turf.
Yeah.
Like, easily. So and everybody has different turf as well too. So that's kind of my stand on that. And then, oh yes, my touchdown celebration. If y'all watch like my Houston highlights, like I kind of do like this. I don't want to hit the mic, but it's like a little thing like T.O. when he like went to the star and slammed the ball down and went like that. I kind of do that after I score, so I'm kind of itching. Kind of itching to do that again. And it was really cool to tell him that, to get to tell him that I kind of got my celebration off of him.
Yeah.
Thankfully he was cool with it. So yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite NIL deals I've ever seen. I wish I could remember the player or the school, but a company did a thing with a player that was like, if the player does this celebration, like everyone gets 50% off the food or whatever. Like, I want to do something like that here at the bar.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Buffs News Weekly says, I know Alton didn't play a ton, but what was your best memory this past season?
That first game. Yeah.
Special, huh?
Special. Pretty cool. Very cool to be a part of, watching the time click down. And, that was different. That was pretty cool. Everybody was so, just ecstatic. And TCU had a great environment for us. Yep. Hot. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
I always say that legitimately felt like a movie.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
Truthfully. Straight out of a movie scene.
Yes.
That's how it felt like. Yeah.
Big TZ again. What's your preferred game weight, and are you there yet?
My weight that I want to play at, that I want to be at, before spring ball, is 210, 208, 209. And I've touched that. I haven't been exactly consistent, but I've been at 205. I've been staying there and really consistent at 205, 204, keeping that my weight up, which is really good for me because that's where I was at in Houston.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm where I'm at weight wise. I would say I could put on just a little bit more to solidify. But yeah.
Love to hear it. BP again. What's the energy between you and Shedeur? What's it like playing with him?
It's pretty good. I mean, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Great quarterback. I mean, pinpoint precision, accuracy. I love watching the way that he works with his receivers and how he breaks things down with them, make sure that he has a good relationship with them as well. Just a great quarterback to be around. Very excited to see his year this year and see what we can both do together.
Hell yeah. Tear it up.
Easily.
Yeah. Nicholas, we kind of talked about this too. Do you have any other thoughts on the new scheme and just Coach Pat?
Like I said, I think it'll be a really good new scheme. Good offense for yet again our quarterback. Good offense for everybody. Honestly, more adjusting to personnel and just excited to showcase.
When you're in college football, everyone on the team's goals and dreams are to make it to the NFL, or most people. Can't speak for everyone, but when you have a coach like Coach Shermer, obviously like Coach Prime, but in this case we're talking about Coach Shermer, who's been a head coach in the NFL, been an offensive coordinator in the NFL, but done it all. Is there a higher level of trust or belief in what they're doing because that they know what it's going to take for you to get there?
I mean, when you have a guy that's been there, he's coming from a pro mindset. Obviously, that's where, like you just said, that's kind of where everybody wants to go. So, I mean, that's kind of what Colorado is, though. It's kind of putting you into that pro mindset, being around pros, head coach, ultimate pro, you could say. And just, a lot of coaches have been pros. So it makes those things right, honestly. So, everything just falls into place with that.
Love it.
Alyssa's fan club is back with a question for Alto. What is your number one personal goal for next season and number one team goal? No side answers. Aren't you an All-American?
I don't know what that last part means, but
I don't know either.
Yes, I am an All-American. Or I was. Or I was a freshman. I was a freshman All-American. So, I guess you could say that. My personal goal, I just want to get myself to the league, honestly. Personally, I definitely am trying to use this year to put myself on some draft stocks, however that may be. I just want to have great production. I'm looking for great production, and however that looks like for me.
Yeah.
What was the other question? And a team goal.
Team goal.
Win. I want to go undefeated. I want to go to the playoffs. That's kind of what we've been talking about. I want to go undefeated, and I want to see how this team looks in a playoff game in the new 12-team playoffs.
Let's go.
Easily.
Love it. You mentioned, though, wanting to build your draft stock, wanting to get mentioned in those conversations. Is it comforting knowing that when you play at Colorado, all eyes are going to be on you? So if you go out there and you ball out, there's no doubt that you're going to be mentioned in those conversations.
Definitely. Easily. I mean, like, that's all it kind of takes, honestly, is one play. Like, you just need one play in one game, and, keep doing it, and boom. You know what I mean? Like, you'll definitely find yourself where you want to be, for sure. I'm a believer in that, and I keep saying I'm just so very excited to showcase what I can do this year.
Love it, man. Baron, love this question. What's the first thing you're getting your mom when you make the NFL?
Probably take her out to eat somewhere. Yeah, take her out to eat or on a vacation.
There you go.
She's going to go on a vacation somewhere, yeah.
Let's go.
We're going to go out to eat somewhere really nice, wherever, and we're going to go on a vacation, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was going to ask her where, but I don't know if she hears us all the way over.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where are we going on vacation? Yeah, he says he's taking you on vacation when he goes to the league.
European tour.
Yeah, there you go. Makes sense.
Well,
Pasta Central.
Yep, we'll do it.
All right.
Venice, love it.
Let's go. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Baron with the question, Sean with the question. Alto, did you have a chance to taste one of Coach Chaney's sweet potato pies?
You know what? I did not. And neither did the cake. I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be on my P's and Q's next time because I hear it goes pretty fast. So,
yeah,
I actually did not.
We've heard good things for what it's worth. I'm sure you have too.
I have too.
What else do we got, Alyssa?
Big Teasy says, which side of the line are you looking most forward to running toward? Are you building relationships with the O-line?
I mean, all sides, honestly. I like running.
Yeah.
I like running anywhere. Well, we got great guys. I mean, on throughout the whole line. So, and I'm definitely building relationships with the O-linemen. You have to. I mean, who wouldn't? If as a running back, I definitely try to. I've always spent a lot of time. Like some of my closest friends are D linemen and O linemen, and I definitely just spend a lot of time around them as well.
Mm-hmm. Eric is asking, what percentage is your knee 0 to 100? Are you as confident on it as you were as your freshman season?
100%. And yes, I'm very definitely as confident as I was my freshman season.
You look good moving out there, man. Just in the drills and stuff you're posting. Like,
Thank you. Yeah, and I feel just as good as well. I feel very fast. I feel explosive. I feel like I can just take off and run. I feel like just an all-around, just an athlete. I feel really good.
Yeah.
Where's the difference between, like, gaining that confidence in the weight room and then gaining that confidence on the field, in the knee?
Just attacking it. Like, you really just kind of just got to attack it. I'm really good at envisioning myself, envisioning myself where I want to be. Like, you know what I mean? If this is a drill that's making me cut left, this is me cutting left and make somebody miss in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm squatting, I'm like in my, like I tell, like I work out with Charlie and Savion. Like I tell them like on their squats, like go score again. Like give me another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the things that I think about as I'm working out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like each rep is a touchdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Each rep is this, you know what I'm saying? Each rep, you can't let this drop. Like, you know what I mean? So just attacking it, just, you know, from a more mental standpoint first, making sure that I got it mentally because I've kind of already done it in my head. And, yeah. I
mean, I think the power of envisioning yourself doing things, the power of manifestation, I really believe in that. So that's cool to hear.
100%.
Baron with another super chat. Alton, are any of your high school teammates playing ball right now? Who's playing ball around the country that you played with in high school, basically?
I have one of my quarterbacks playing. I got a few. One of my quarterbacks playing at Georgia with his brother that was like the number one linebacker commit, Justin Williams, out of Georgia. They're both playing at Georgia right now. I got another young kid that's playing at UCF. Another one at SFA. Some other schools as well too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing some. My homeboy KC Osai, he's playing at the Raging Cajuns right now. I think that's pretty much almost it. Oh, I have another one at Houston Baptist. I have a lot. I have a lot. I was part of a really good football school with some really good athletes.
Yeah, sounds like you guys were whooping ass out there.
For the most part, sort of, kind of. But we were also around other good schools with really good athletes. So, yeah.
Alyssa's fan club is back and asks, do you play Search and Destroy or you play in Warzone?
Warzone. Yeah, I do not play Search and Destroy. I only get on multiplayer when I'm trying to level up my guns. Yeah.
Got to get that XP, huh?
Yeah, that's the only time when I get on that. And I don't even play Search and Destroy. I just like playing team deathmatch and domination.
Is that your go-to game?
Yeah, I would kind of say it is right now. Yeah, definitely.
But Helldivers, you've been grinding that lately, huh?
Yeah, I just started. I actually just got it like 2-3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely like it. Like I feel like you gotta play it more. The more fun, like the more you play, the more fun it gets. Easy.
Yeah, you gotta unlock stuff. And
yeah.
everything,
You gotta. Yeah, exactly.
Jake always lights up different when people come on here that he can talk about other video games.
I love it, man. Talking to Tyler Brown about Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Helldivers.
expand my game horizon. I just got done playing. Well, I didn't just get done. You know a game called Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
It's a really
Great
good one.
graphics.
Yeah.
I'm a big like Red Dead guy too as well. Great game.
I got the original Red Dead. I think it was called Red Dead Revolver.
Yep.
The first
OG
one.
one.
That's super OG.
On original Xbox.
Yep.
And like again, I only ever played sports games, but I like went outside of my comfort zone, got Red Dead Revolver, probably got home at like 4:00, played it all the way through the night, and then beat the game as the sun was coming up. And I was just like,
love it, man.
It was fun as hell, but I was like, oh, it's just over.
Dang,
like,
it's just over.
I was like,
now,
I spent like $50 on this, and then just played it all in one night.
Yeah.
Great game. Yeah, not surprised.
That's
Real
funny.
ones remember that Zombies Red Dead.
Zombie Red, the OG on the Red Dead Redemption, the first one, right?
Yeah, that one was pretty dope.
So does the team like squad up on Warzone and stuff, or who you rolling with when you drop it?
I kind of play. I'll be playing with some of my dogs back at Houston. I definitely have played with I think a few teammates, but we'll see. You kind of gotta take your chances on expanding. You don't want it. The game's already frustrating as it is, so you gotta get comfortable with your squad that you've already been playing with. So definitely got to expand and play with my teammates though. But
I know Travis has been hitting the Fortnite hard. So.
Yeah. Travis is pretty good at the games.
Yeah,
for sure. He's one of those guys that's kind of good at a lot.
Good
of
at
things.
everything.
Good at everything.
Yeah. That's kind of good at a lot of things. Yeah.
I mean, like we've seen the basketball videos and stuff, but then like there was the video of him bowling.
Right.
He's like good at that. It's just like
Had no clue.
When he was hurt this year throwing the football, it's like this guy could play quarterback.
yes.
Had no clue. He was a bowler either.
I know, right?
Not surprised though.
Don Peasy says, great show, guys. Alto, what is your fastest 40 and 100 meter time?
I've never ran like an official 40, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. Fastest 100 meter time was like a 10.6 in high school. That was like my last ever 100 that I ran. No, my second to last ever 100 that I ran, and it was against a guy. Like I got rolled. I got second, but the guy that was in front of me ran like a 10.3 or like a 10.4 or something like that.
Yeah.
He also was second in state and ran like a 10 flat. So I was just running against somebody who was completely different.
Right.
I kind of just took that for what it was. I was more proud of myself or anything. So, yeah.
You've been following
10-6.
Dylan running track at all? Or talking to him about it?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely I really see it more than anything. Like you see like him like more working on his running motions and like kind of like staying on his form and whatnot. I like it for him a lot. I mean, I've always told him he is the fastest, or if not, he is the fastest, most dynamic player in college football, really. Like he really can be.
Yeah.
And I think the sky's the limit. I think track is only going to help him.
Is it possible for that guy to get any faster than he already is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
That's scary.
is.
That's what's
scary.
crazy. Yeah, that's what's crazy. Once you start running with just like no wasted motions,
Yeah.
and really learns how to just like run. Not the fact that he doesn't already know how to
But
run.
there's an
obviously.
art to it.
But there's
right?
an art to it. Yeah. There's always things to learn about it. I can still go learn how to run and do track workouts and stuff. Which
I love that you say you can see it for him, like on the field, because that was the first thing I said when we found out about him running track. It's like, okay, well, like your football coach has a lot of jobs helping you. Your tracks coach's job is to make you faster.
Yep.
And like the fact that dude spent all that time just focusing on getting faster is a scary thought.
Yeah.
In the best way.
Yeah, definitely, easily.
Have you ever raced him?
No.
No.
It's the same reason he doesn't want to play me in Madden.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
Lucifer
Madden has
says-
a lot of uncontrollables in that game.
I'm with you, bro. That's why I stopped playing.
There's a lot of uncontrollable things that happens in Madden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucifer says, what's your favorite game day jersey / colorway?
Ooh. We had that black helmet, gold face mask,
ASU.
ASU game.
but no,
No?
we had that black top.
Which one was that?
I don't know what game was that. I cannot remember, but we had
was it?
black
Oh,
helmet,
no, it
black
wasn't
face,
ASU.
or I don't know. I think our face mask was gold, but the black top, and I think we had white pants.
Uh-huh.
Like the black top, white pants, and the black helmet. I think that was
Nebraska.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been that game. That was really nice. And then of course that ASU comes probably
Yeah,
close
the
as
gold
well.
face mask.
Mhm.
I also love the ones at UCLA with the black helmet with the gold Ralphie on it.
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Those are really nice.
My favorite was always TCU, though. Those were just so clean.
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean. Super clean.
Old School with the super chat says, air and opportunity, young man. That's all you need. Welcome to Boulder. Lots of air, lots of opportunity.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. Yes, 100%. Thank you so
Well
much.
said.
Baron one more time said, what hypes you more pregame, music or Coach Prime speaking? That's a good question.
Both.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not a big like super hype person, but Coach Prime definitely does get you in that zone for sure. Y'all have heard it. Y'all have heard his speeches. I mean, they definitely get you in that zone without a doubt. So, yeah.
I feel like there's like two types of football players. Like, I'm trying to like lock in before the game type of guys, and that's like what Cam was saying too. Is he's
Yeah.
like, I'm just trying to get in my zone. Then there's just like the guys who just want to like unleash the like beast within them before the game. Like, give me the most hype music, the most
Yeah,
hype.
literally,
They're like
literally.
smashing the lockers and stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely that. I don't know. I feel like I can kind of be in the middle with it. I feel like because then I can go see the guys that are super turnt, and I'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
yeah.
I'm like okay, and then I'll sit back in my locker and be like, all right, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just looking over plays, things like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little in the mix of it. I feel like there's
I
definitely
feel
some
that,
people
though. You
that's
kind of
like
need
that
a little
too.
bit of both.
You know what I
right?
mean?
Yeah.
Like kind of just feeling the vibe, but just what's around me, honestly.
Yeah.
And
And
going about it like that.
it could be positional too. Like, you know, you're talking about patience. Like, if you're too hype, you might not have the patience to wait for that hole to open.
Yeah. Facts. You definitely don't want to. I definitely don't want to be level-headed for sure. Definitely want to be level-headed going out there.
Big TZ, last one. Are you doing any more live streams, Q&A, virtually?
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely gonna be doing those. I'm
Where can
gonna
people find those?
on my YouTube. Just type in Alton McCaskill on YouTube. Definitely will pop up. It's called Answers with Alto. It's probably going to turn it. It's not probably. It will turn into a weekly segment probably after this next Sunday. So looking forward to that. Definitely way more content to be posted. I just have to just get on it, honestly. Gaming content, cooking content.
Let's go.
Yeah, a lot more to come.
That's
Love
hype,
it.
man.
So what you guys got to do is go make sure that you're subscribed to his channel.
Please,
give him the good old DNVR bump. You come on the show.
Yep.
Our people will make sure that you're supported. And
Yes,
I'm sure
sir.
most of them already are, but
Right.
the ones who aren't, make sure
Oh, yeah.
that you go subscribe to the channel.
Do you have
yeah.
anything else you wanted to plug?
No, I don't, honestly. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, this was great, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
About
Thank
time
you.
we had
so
you come
much.
down.
Yes, sir, for sure. Like I
We're
said,
good,
like
right,
we do.
Alyssa?
Yeah.
All right. There it is, man. Alton McCaskill. Best of luck, man. We're so excited to see what you do this season.
Yes, sir. For sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Buffs.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.